Latino side.
Hey guys, good morning. I hope everybody is having an amazing Martin Luther King Day, and we would be remiss if we didn't honor him in everything that he did to position us to be able to really live our dreams. So if you are in a position where you don't have the abundance, where you don't have the resources, where you don't have the revenue that you want or you need to take a good look at all the opportunities that are around you and ask yourself, how are you missing out? And today we're going to be specifically talking about the billions, and we did say billions. If you go to bit.ly/contract money 2023, register for our event. It's Tuesday night at 7 p.m. We're going to show you the numbers, because we're always, what's the word I'm looking for, Shanidra? We always try to act like somebody is sensationalizing, or oh, it couldn't be billions, oh, that can't be true. But the truth of the matter is we're really underestimating the amount of money that's out there. So make sure you go to bit.ly/contract money 2023 to register for the free event Tuesday night. But there's so much opportunity that we have available nowadays that our great grandparents, grandparents, even our parents didn't have. And we got to make sure we're taking advantage of it. I remember back when affirmative action first came out and black people was mad to my, don't give me no special treatment. The way you gave me the bad treatment.
Now I want the special treatment.
I want the I want the special treatment and any and everything that you can give me extra to help me over the hump. And that's one of the reasons they're doing it is they're working to level the playing field. They know that nothing we do is equal. We're behind in earnings. We're behind in building wealth. We're behind in creating legacy. We're behind in ownership. We're behind on so many things. And when we don't admit that and admit that we need these government programs beyond welfare, beyond TANF, beyond WIC, and all of, we need some government programs that are going to help us build millions. And when we don't take advantage of these programs, they say, look, they don't want the money, they don't want to do the work.
I'm gonna take that reparation. Take it.
Ms. Trust said we're gonna take our reparations. You better. You better, because if you don't, what's happening now is that money is literally being left on the table. That money is being left on the table to the tunes of millions and millions of dollars. And the other night we went over a $94 million grant, i.e., government contract, that's being offered right now. You can take advantage of it in teams. You can take advantage of it as individuals. They're offering $4 million over 3 years for you to help other individuals become entrepreneurs. Now, that applies to pretty much anybody who has ever started a business. But we disqualify ourselves, we leave ourselves out, we don't even try. And we won't educate ourselves about the opportunities. These opportunities are created because we know we're not playing with a level playing field. Good morning. As you're coming in, make sure you say your name and where you're coming in from. And if you're going to be registering for this session, and one of the things I've done in the last 12 years and will continue to do is educate us about all the opportunities that are available for us to create the legacy that we want. We want the legacy, we want the lifestyle, but we've got to understand that there's some things we got to do differently beyond going to a job in order to position us for these opportunities. Shanidra?
I don't know what I've missed because I fell off, but you have to understand, if you understand how much was stolen, you'll be more inclined to move. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand what was taken from me. I understand that. So yeah, I want the special treatment. Yeah, I want the government contracts. Yeah, I want a hand up. I do. Because before I dropped off, what I heard my coach say was that her parents, grandparents, they didn't have no opportunity to get no hand or anything to leverage. So, while we sit around and, she talking about, sensationalizing these numbers and stuff and saying it's not out there. And there could be a block because you may not understand and realize that amount of money is out there. And I'm not bashing you for that because I didn't know at one time. But I do know what was taken from me. And that's a whole different motivation to act. And reminds me that I feel like it's owed to me. I do. So what I'm going to do is make sure that I'm in line to get what I already know is mine and what's owed to me. I'm going to get in line to receive it.
I'm going to get right and get in line because that's part of it too. They're looking for any reason not to give it to you. So what we're talking about is the process. There's a process of getting right and getting in line so that you can be eligible for this money. So go to bit.ly/contract money 2023 and make sure that you are signed up and that you are in the seat to understand, it says in all of your getting, get an understanding. And we're so quick to dismiss things, investments. We don't understand money. We don't understand government contracts. We don't understand. Girl, it's doing it today, ain't it?
Yeah, I just actually got an email from AT&T. I got some issues in my area, but I'm still here. So they sent.
Oh, it did it for me too. But understanding that no matter how good you think you're living right now, we're not done yet. No matter how much you think you've made it to the promised land, we're not done yet. There's still equal rights. We're fighting for equal equity, equal pay, equal ownership, equal legacy. We're not done yet. Matter of fact, we're far from it. I bet Martin is rolling over in his grave and how they've given us pennies compared to what they stole from us. And we're sitting here fighting over 2 or 3 nickels and act like we happy we made it.
Yeah, and you said fighting over nickels. And that's literally what we fighting over. When you understand how much we're underpaid, when you understand how much our businesses are struggling, when you understand how much we are not leaving behind for our children, when you understand how much we are not getting paid our worth, our value still being overlooked, overshadowed, you will look at things differently. I mean, this is 2023, in case you guys haven't, woke up and seen. And you still got women telling the same story. I meet them all the time. I'm hearing their story. So it lets me know that it's still existing and it's still a problem. So what do you do to take matters into your own hands and hold yourself accountable for doing something different? So, this season in my life is forever. It's Shanadra, what have you done? Shanadra, what are you going to do? Shanadra, how active are you? How committed are you to getting it right? How committed are you to changing it? How committed are you to making sure that you are in line with leaving something behind for your son each and every day? That's a daily walk. That's a daily thing.
It is.
It's not this one thing on Monday. You think that, you're going to get into this mindset and it's going to fulfill and sustain you for your journey, because it's not. It doesn't work like that.
And not only that, Shanadra, being accountable for your knowledge.
That's good. That's good.
Being accountable for understanding that this world and the world of money has evolved.
It has.
You ain't got to play hardball to get paid. But you do have to play the game. Playing the game means suiting up. Your business affairs have got to be in order. Your paperwork has got to be in line. You've got to make sure that whatever they're asking you for, you have it. And unfortunately, we don't always do that. We want to go the shortcut, or we get distracted, or we don't even understand the value of just being in line. And so there are people who are not as qualified, not as equipped as you, making more money strictly because their paperwork is in line. Because that's all the government cares about. Is your paperwork in line? Is your paperwork in line?
And for,
go ahead, Shanedra.
No, I was going to say, for some of these certifications to get into contracts, I'm here to tell you, it's a lot of it. It's a lot of paperwork, and you can't let that scare you, because when you look at this, it's literally a sheet of documents that they need, and they're going to want each and every one and in good order. And if it's not, they're going to ask. They're going to ask, and if it's not right, they're going to say no. So it is a mound of paperwork that you have to go through. But, I know Coach says this all the time. We have the propensity to be cut by paperwork all the time because we don't have our paperwork and stuff in order. We let it cut us up. We let it scare us away. So what's important for us is that we give you that community and that accountability to help you get that paperwork in order so that you can get in line with getting these contracts. So we have a webinar coming up tomorrow night, bit.ly/Contract Money 2023. Go over there and register so you can get into the room and hear about how you can get your hand in the pot for billions of dollars in government contracts.
And Shanedra, understanding that if you didn't know before, that's fine.
Yeah.
But once your eyes are open to new ideas, new opportunities, you can't go back to where you were. Once your eyes are open to new prospects,
I don't know if this. Let me see. That may be me. Are we still on? Okay. I think I'm still here. I do apologize. We both had a series of connection issues, so I'm just going to keep talking because I think I am still live. But what we're talking about here is government contracts and how you can get your hand in the pot. And it is a series of paperwork, and we are having accountability sessions and education to help you guys get in line, get your paperwork right, so you can start bidding on these contracts and securing some money that can not only change your life, but the life of your family and living legacy. bit.ly/Contract Money 2023. I am here with my lovely co-host, Coach Danielle Winningham, just having some connection issues. But guys, we have to stop looking at only our jobs as a source of money, because that's not the only source. A funny story is that yesterday, hold on just a second.